We are now here on Kopangan, and I have Itamar with me, who I met just a couple of weeks ago, I think, on one of the fruitarian meetups here on the beach, which are a lot of fun, by the way. And Itamar told me about his story, how he came to eating fruits and fasting also, and I found it very interesting, so I thought I wanted to share that with you guys. And yeah, maybe you can just tell us a little bit about what made you change to eating a lot of raw food or fruit, and maybe tell us a little bit about how you eat now.
Yes, sure. At the age of 12, I've been diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease, which is a thyroid problem, which the doctors told me that I need to take pills all my life, and that I will never heal this. And I was tired all the time. I had chronic fatigue. I had digestive issues. I was completely zombie. Like I could not get. It took me sometimes 4 or 5 hours to get up from bed. I had a lot of bad symptoms, and these pills that I used to take from the age of 12, they just added more pain, added more suffering. And then around after the army in Israel, we do army like 3 years, I stumbled upon a book about the China study that explained the connection between food, like the connection between animal products to cancer. And I studied this, and it was very interesting because I never thought about food and my health. There was no connection. I always ate what my parents and the society expect me to eat, which is meat, dairy, all the junk, And once I realized that all these things are killing me and make me sick, I understand that it's not coincidence that this disease, so I cut them all. It was slowly, not in one time, but I cut meat, then I cut dairy, and then I cut eggs, and all the animal products. And then I started to feel regenerated, rejuvenated, and felt better. And then I continued this journey, and I understand that fruits are the best food for us because it gives us natural sugar and fibers, and it's made with like 70-80% water, which we are made of. We're made of water, so we need watery fruits. We don't need hydrated fruits. Dried fruit, dried food that most people eat. So I started to eat more. I started to add more fruits to my diet. It was maybe 5 years ago, and I cut all the processed food, all the gluten products. And then I started to see amazing results. I started to be energetic. I had like 1 month of really bad cleaning, like really strong detox symptoms. And after this month, I was completely new. I felt like a new person. I started to feel energetic, and then I read more about the raw food diet, and I understand that people are thriving on this diet, really feel amazing. So I've been doing this on and off for the last 4 years, but in the last 1 or 2 years I'm more strict and eating mostly fruits and vegetables, raw fruits and vegetables. And I feel amazing. I have tons of energy. I healed completely from my Hashimoto's disease. I did the blood test, and I don't have any signs of Hashimoto's disease. I showed this to my doctor. She said to me it's impossible because this disease cannot be healed. So I tell her, here, you see, I just eat fruits and vegetables, and I fasted also a few times. This is another story, but I fasted 21 days on water. I did it in a center in Costa Rica with supervision, which is a must. And it was
especially
amazing.
For the longer fast, right?
Yes, for the longer fast, you must do it in a center supervised. I did also a small fast, which is, I think anyone can do. It's very natural because in nature, all animals, all creatures in nature are fasting. When they don't feel good, when they injured or sick, they fast. So it's really part of the ecosystem and part of life. And we need to fast. First of all, I was very tired. Like I could not get out from bed. for like 2 weeks. I was just fasting most of the time because I didn't have any appetite, any hunger. So I fasted, and I had a lot of diarrhea. I had a lot of mucus from the nose and diarrhea. I had fever, very strong fever, but I knew that this is detox. So I did not worry, and I did not how you say it, was against my body. I did not take any pills. I was not against the body. I was telling the body, okay, I was just resting, meditating, and just tell myself that it's cleaning. And after 2 or 3 weeks, it's gone completely, and I felt amazing. I fasted most of the time, and I ate some coconut water and some fruits. I was not fasting all this time, but just a few days when I had really strong detox symptoms. So I fasted, let the body heal, and then I keep eating fruit. So I did it, and by the way, after this 2 or 3 weeks, I felt so good that I felt that I can remove the pills completely.
So after the first 3 or couple of days?
After the first couple of days, I removed some of the pills, like half of the amount, and then after the detox, I removed all of it. And I never took it anymore. Never.
Very good. Thank you for sharing this. Maybe you can tell us also a little bit about how you eat right now, like the last couple of days, or where you are at right now, and why you eat like this.
Yes. So the last 1 or 2 years, I've been mostly raw. So I was eating 2 meals a day of fruits. It can be, for example, mono fruit, like one big watermelon or 6-8 mangoes, 1 meal, and then the next meal can be same or a big salad. Big salad with also with fruits or with some nuts or with some avocados. Right now I changed the last 1 or 2 weeks. I changed to 1 meal a day, which is basically fasting for 22-23 hours, and then eating big meal of fruits in a space of 1 or 2 hours. So I can eat, for example, also watermelon, and then 1 hour later or 40 minutes later I eat more fruit like mangoes or papaya with lettuce or some salad. So I focus on this 1 meal because I understand that when you fast longer enough during the day, amazing things happen. The body detox even further, and you can grow more muscles, you can be more healthy. It's amazing, it's amazing. So I've been experiencing this for the last 2 weeks, and I feel even better than what I was doing before.
But many people probably think now, don't we have to eat much more often and much more because we need this energy? What would you say to that?
No, actually it's the opposite. The more you fast, the more energy you have. The less you eat. Most people also eat food that take a lot of energy for digestion. Fruits are easy to digest. They're the optimal food for us. We can eat it and digest it within 1 hour or 2 hours max. But grains and meats and all this, it takes a lot of time and a lot of energy for the body to digest. So you get actually weaker and more tired when you eat so much. The less you eat, the more time you give for your body from the last meal of the day to the first meal of the next day, like 16 or 18 or even 20 hours of rest. The body can detox and the body can rejuvenate. And the more energy you will have during the day. I feel amazing energy without eating during the day. The less I eat, the more energy I have. It's crazy.
I agree. I feel the same. There might be some people out there that think that's interesting, that might have maybe some discomfort, some disease, and thinking about changing to fruits or eating more fruits. And often, for example, people in Germany or in Israel or in other places in Europe, they might be thinking, I'm not sure if I can get the right fruits or good quality fruits or enough fruits. What would you recommend them if they are at home and they don't have the variety of fruits? Maybe?
First of all, my opinion is that you don't have to be perfectionist. Even small changes in your diet, even if you remove some, it's basically the health is not what you eat, it's what you remove from your diet. Most people, if they will just remove from their diet all the toxic stuff, all the animal products and processed food, processed sugar, they will start to feel better. And then they will see that they need the sweet, they need the sugar. So the most natural thing is to go to fruit and start eating first meal of the day, fruit. If you just do this transitional diet, when you just eat one meal a day of fruit, and then the next meal you remove all the animal products and just eat vegan, even cooked, some grains and some vegetables, it's still okay. You'll still see benefits. And people that you can find anywhere in the world fruits. In my opinion, you can find. Maybe it will not be fruits like Thailand, in Germany, for example, in the cold, but you can get apples, you can get many things, and you can like do a transitional diet, which mostly fruits and vegetables, but not only, and then see how you feel with this and continue. And I personally have, my opinion is that if you don't have enough good fruits in your country, I suggest to move to Thailand. This is what I did, because in Israel also in the winter it's very bad.
That's why we're here.
Yeah. So I have a business online, so I have income and I can travel and live whenever I want, wherever I want. But I know that it's here, for example, it's much cheaper than Europe. So most people, I think, can come during the winter, 1 or 2 months, just come here, eat good fruits, and then come back in the summer. Summer is perfect in Europe, right? Enough fruits and sun. And so, but even small steps create bigger impact on your health. Even if you just remove all the things that cause you to be sick, to remove the cause of the disease, this is the most important.
Absolutely. And you also told me a very interesting story about you are supervising people that are fasting for longer periods as well. Maybe you want to share with our people watching what you experienced just with the last faster, maybe?
So basically I'm supervising a shorter and longer fast from 3 days to 21 and 30 days. And this is meant for people who really suffer from chronic diseases, and some people, they cannot even heal themselves with fruits because they have deeper problem with years of toxicity in the body. So longer water fast you need to supervise. And the last guy I supervised here in Kopangan, he's actually here, he did 21 days. Actually, I did not recommend him to do 21 days, but we set up 14 days water fast. But he felt so good, and he felt that his body cleansed so much that he wanted to continue 21 days. So I said to him, okay. And some amazing things happened. This guy suffered from anxiety and depression for 30 years.
Wow.
And he had pain in the chest and here, very stressful pain all his life.
Wow.
And during the day 19-20, he started to feel relief from the pain. And now after the fasting, now is the refeeding, he finished the refeeding that he ate after the fasting. Now we almost don't have pain. It's like 70-80% reduced. He don't have depression anymore. He don't take any drugs. He smile all the time. He tastes fruit for the first time. Like all his taste buds changed. So he enjoy the fruit. He don't want any junk food. He don't have any cravings. Before that, he was eating mostly Western diet. So it's amazing process. It took him from really shitty health to really is now feel amazing, and he started running and swimming and have energy. He was like a zombie when I met him, and now he's very energetic, and his skin looks better, he's energetic. So this is amazing. I learned a lot from this process, to watch him and visit him every day and learn from what he's going through, and give him helping him emotionally to release emotions. This is what most people have, and they need to release, because we as human beings, we tend to suppress emotions with food and with Facebook and with movies, and we don't feel anymore. But when you start feeling your pain and feeling the suffering, and you release it, you release traumas from the past. It's an amazing process that I recommend anyone to start with shorter fasts during the day, like what I do, 16 to 20 hours, and then do few maybe fast supervised, smaller, and then increase if you feel the need for this.
Yeah, I mean that's an amazing proof I find again for fasting, as there's so many proofs out there already.
Yeah.
And I think we both agree that even if you're watching this and you might have like an incurable disease, there's definitely a lot of potential for you to improve in a very short period of time, right?
Yes,
like,
I saw people healing from cancer, diabetes, multiple sclerosis. I saw everything. Not I did not supervise myself, but in my center where I did the 21 days, I saw people healing from many stuff, very tough, that if you will say to doctors, they will laugh on you. They will say that there's no chance to heal this. But apparently the doctors don't know much about health, and you can heal with fasting and raw food 99% of the diseases. Because all diseases created from toxins. When you remove these toxins, you heal. It's a natural law. You cannot go around this.
And the body heals itself, right?
The body
as
heals
long
itself.
as we let him do the job. Yeah,
Exactly.
and not overloaded with toxins and stuff that it has to process.
Exactly.
For people that are interested in this topic, you mentioned that at the moment you are writing or almost finished writing your book.
Yes.
Maybe you tell us a little bit about what the book is exactly about. And
the book is the exact steps that I took. This is a 10-step process that I took to be from sick, from have the Hashimoto's disease and the chronic fatigue and everything, to a very energetic and healthy lifestyle and body. So I write in depth everything that I did, step by step, and everything that anyone can do to heal himself. So this book will be ready soon, and I hope it will be sharing the wisdom and help as many people as possible.
Awesome. Yeah, we're definitely gonna link down below once we know where you can get this book.
Yes.
So yeah, and if you got some more questions regarding fasting or fruits, I'm sure you can contact him as well. We're gonna put his details down below as well. So thank you very much for watching this interview. Hope you found it interesting as well, and see you next time.
You.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks a lot. Awesome.